Draft the Digital rolled out news about your KDP Select enrolled ebooks and libraries. Spotify and TikTok just launched something that could change how audiobooks get discovered, and one of the biggest wholesalers in the US is about to be acquired again, raising serious questions in the publishing world. We'll also talk about the overlooked power of small awards, global expansion from a trusted review platform, and 2 book marketing events you do not want to miss. All that more in the self-publishing news for September the 23rd, 2025. Of course, let's go ahead and jump right on into things. I've talked about this numerous times over the past several weeks. We just passed 200 followers on my upcoming Kickstarter campaign, but we are not done yet. The next goal is 300 before launch day, and I need your help to get there. The campaign's called The Final 3. It wraps up the Self-Publishing with Dale series with 3 fully updated second editions. These books are bigger, better, and filled with everything I've learned after years in the trenches with indie authors. If you've ever gotten value from this show or any of my videos or podcasts, this is your chance to show some support with just a single click. Actually, probably 2 clicks, because you probably click over and then have to sign in and all that. Well, head over to dalelinks.com/Kickstarter and hit the notify me on launch button. You are not committing to anything. You are just saying, hey, I want to know when this thing goes live. And that one click helps boost visibility and momentum for the campaign. Plus, it locks you in early for the early bird perks when I go live on September 30th. So this is really kind of cool. You don't want to miss that. Let's make this the biggest campaign yet. dalelinks.com/Kickstarter. All right, as if you thought that it was all over when it came to the KDP Select information with the library distribution, back on September 9th, I reported some big news. Amazon confirmed that authors enrolled in KDP Select can now distribute their ebooks to libraries. Not retailers, but libraries. Well, Draft Digital has finally weighed in and confirmed it publicly in their latest Indie Advantage newsletter. After 12 years of KDP Select being a lockdown, Amazon-only program, this marks a major shift, and I double-checked with the D2D team weeks ago before I said anything publicly about this. So it's real. D2D is now actively encouraging KDP Select authors to expand their reach into libraries by using their platform, but here's the catch. You can only distribute to libraries, okay? So it means you're going to have to deselect retailers. Cool thing is, on Drafted Digital, it's just all in one box for libraries. So just make sure those are checked off and nothing else is checked. You still have to turn off all digital store and subscription distribution, all right? So don't skip that part if you're staying enrolled in Select. Now, if you're not in KDP Select, go buck wild. Now, D2D works with all the big players, including Overdrive, Hoopla, Cloud Library, BorrowBox, Palace Marketplace, and more. That means your ebook can show up in the Libby app and be borrowed by readers across the globe. Side note, love me some the Reader app for Libby. Amazing. I use it every day. And remember, library users are some of the most loyal and voracious readers out there. They're also more likely to buy books later on. If you want help getting your KDP Select ebook into library systems, D2D walks you through it. You can find their video on YouTube, and I've got my own explainer as well. Both links are in the show notes. Let's hope this signals a new direction for KDP Select and gives authors more flexibility in how we reach readers. Now, the big news kind of coming out here. This is interesting. Publishers Weekly shared a couple of good posts recently about BookTok and Baker and Taylor. The very first piece is about BookTok. In a move that shows just how powerful BookTok has become, Spotify has officially launched a BookTok audiobook hub in partnership with TikTok. It's called Big on BookTok, and it features curated audiobook shelves based on trending titles from TikTok. The landing page highlights popular tropes and authors across TikTok's massive book-loving audience. We're talking about playlist sections like audiobooks I would sell my soul to listen to again and BookTok's current obsessions. These aren't just buzzwords here, folks. They're pulled directly from BookTok culture, and they're updated every 2 weeks using TikTok data. At launch, they're featuring heavy hitters like A Court of Thorns and Roses, The Song of Achilles, They Both Die at the End, and even backlist gems like Beloved by Toni Morrison. Now, the pilot program runs through November and is currently limited to US listeners, but if engagement is high, Spotify says it may expand. It's a clear signal that platforms are watching what readers are talking about and buying on TikTok. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't spent a ton of time on TikTok, but I've been watching. Several authors in my Discord community have already found success there. Just this past week, someone shared videos from authors who built real momentum through TikTok book content. if you want in on that convo or want to connect directly with me, come on over and hang out at my Discord community. I'm active there pretty much every day. The link is dailylinks.com/Discord. As per usual, it's inside the show notes. Moving a little further forward, and in the second piece, Publishers Weekly reported that ReaderLink has signed a deal to acquire Baker & Taylor, the largest library wholesaler in the U.S. Now, this would mark the fourth ownership change in under 10 years. 4 owners, 10 years. That's kind of concerning. ReaderLink plans to fold Baker & Taylor's operations into its larger distribution network, which already services retailers like Walmart and Target. According to the article, ReaderLink is acquiring Baker & Taylor's assets, not its liabilities. Publisher Weekly notes that publishers have raised concerns about outstanding invoices, and one publisher questioned whether those amounts will be repaid or written off. If you use Ingram Spark, D2D Print, Lulu, or PublishDrive, your books are already distributed through Baker & Taylor. This deal doesn't affect your access, but could impact how libraries source books long term. Moving a little further forward from the fine folks over at ALLi, this next piece does come from the Alliance of Independent Authors and was written by my good friend and founder of Book Award Pro, Hannah Jacobson. Now, I've been a long-time fan of what Hannah and her team do over at Book Award Pro, and if you've listened to this show for a while, you know they've even sponsored the channel. Now, in her latest post, Hannah makes a powerful case for why niche literary awards can do more for an indie author's career than chasing big-name prizes. She lays out the hidden value of smaller genre and regional awards and why their odds of success and career impact may be far more favorable for self-published authors. Now, if you've ever dismissed lesser-known contests or wondered whether they're worth the effort, this article might change your mind. You can read the full post on the ALLi blog, and of course the link is in the show notes. I feel like I keep repeating myself. You guys should probably know by now. Moving a little further forward, earlier this year I partnered with CraveBooks, and if you're a Standard or Pro member, there's a good chance you've already seen some of my exclusive videos and courses inside the platform. Comes as part of the membership. In their latest email, Brett from CraveBooks announced new perks for members, including a discount on Content Mo proofreading services and deals on tools like Publisher Rocket and AutoCrit. They're constantly adding more, so if you're not taking advantage, you're leaving money on the table and opportunity. Check it out through my affiliate link at dailylinks.com/CraveBooks. Again, go into their educational library and you'll see all of my videos that are exclusive there. All right, moving a little further forward, this one comes from the fine folks over at GetAuthenticBookReviews.com. They now support books in multiple languages. That means if you've got international editions, you could start building visibility and getting reviews outside the U.S. They've added a new language field to your book portfolio and even introduced a filter in their library so reviewers can easily find books in their native language. Now, to help build momentum, they're offering a prize if you upload a multilingual title now. And don't forget, Authentic members get access to an affiliate program that earns you review credits for every referral. And I think it's like 10 points, which is an additional review. So not bad for inviting people over that could potentially be reading your book. And side note, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but last week I had said that throughout the month of September, they're running at a discounted rate. I believe this is $5.90. You'll have to go double check on that over on their website. Now, side note, I've already received over 250 reviews on my books using their service. You'll see my titles in their library, and I've got a full case study coming soon to my main channel. Stay tuned. I know some people are like, 250 reviews, what did you do? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, all right, last couple of items here to kind of inform you about. First up, later today, I'm co-hosting a webinar with the folks over at PublishDrive about book marketing that works. Insights from Dale L. Roberts. Now, it goes live at 1 p.m. Eastern on September 23rd. We're covering real-world strategies indie authors can use to grow their readership and sell more books. Now, whether you're brand new or just stuck in a rut, this session will get you moving in the right direction. Now, I'm not sure how long they'll leave the sign-up page up, so grab a seat if you still can. So even if it's like past Tuesday, September 23rd, go over, visit it, because there's a good chance maybe it'll be up. go ahead and sign up for it. Now, this is not on YouTube, all right? It's a private event, so you'll have to register to get any access to replays. I don't know how replays work, but I'm pretty sure the last time I signed up for one of their webinars, they send you a link for replays when you do sign up. Now, on my main channel this Thursday, join me for a deep dive live interview with Joe Solari, the founder of Author Nation and book marketing consultants like 6- and 7-figure authors. We're covering book marketing in 2025, what works and what doesn't, where we'll be tackling the strategies that actually work this year, and, well, calling out the ones that don't. Joe does not hold back. He does not mince words, and you'll walk away with real usable advice. This one's live on my main YouTube channel on Thursday, September 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime. Bring your questions because Joe's showing up ready to deliver. Like, he insisted. He's like, let's go live, dude. And I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. All right, and then as we start to wrap things up, if you've not clicked Notify Me on launch for the final 3 Kickstarter campaign, go do it now. DailyLinks.com/Kickstarter. Just a couple clicks, man. It only takes a second, helps more people to see the campaign, and gets access to early bird perks when we launch on September 30th. You don't want to miss out. That's all I have for the news this week. Did I miss anything noteworthy? If so, let me know inside Discord community when you visit DailyLinks.com/Discord. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit DailyLinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.